Hey everybody, welcome back to the Playing with Power podcast, the issue-by-issue retrospective about Nintendo Power Magazine. You tuned in for volume 62 from July of 1994. I am your host, Ben, and with me as always is my Canadian co-host, Mike.
Hi.
And our other co-host, John.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
Call me.
Call me.
Tell me
how my ass tastes. It's a big
The
one.
Trump version of Big Shack. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
All right, no guest tonight, so we're winging it here. Just the three lads.
We'll do it live.
So we've got Super Street Fighter 2 on the cover, and before we get to that, I'll plug our stuff. So if you guys would like to reach out to us in between episodes, you can find us on facebook.com/playingwithpowerpodcast. You can also feel free to donate to the cause and become a donor and at Patreon.com/
I was going to send you my sperm because you said donor.
No, you can send us swim on over and send us some dollars at patreon.com/playingwithpower.
Or send
And if you'd
any
like to-
sperm samples to Mike. What was that like?
Jesus.
The John Oliver thing where he asked for like seed money and people kept sending him sperm.
Oh, yeah. That was gross.
He's like, quit sending us your jizz.
Gross.
Anyway.
If you want to find old issues, you can go to our website, planetpowerpodcast.com. And if you'd be so kind as to leave us a review on iTunes, that would be very helpful. And if you want to hit up Mike, he's on Twitter at GetThePower88. All right. Mike, did you have anything to announce?
Yes, the new podcast, which I've been alluding to, has finally been launched. It is starring me and Sheldon Brown, who was a previous guest.
Did you just forget? You just forgot the name of your co-host.
Only momentarily.
We should do that. When, forget who our Canadian co-host is from time to time.
Anyway, the show's announced. It's on iTunes. It's on Facebook. It's The Graveyard Shift, and you can find it on Facebook at The Graveyard Shift Pod. Because there are a lot of people that put down Graveyard Shift, but they don't keep up their shit. And we can't get things that are dead. So you just have to be really specific about what you type in. It's facebook.com/The Graveyard Shift Pod. You can also check out The Graveyard Shift. Look for the artwork that has the 2 cartoon skulls on the tombstone. And that's us. And you can hear us talk about, in our very first episode, Fright Night.
Why don't you just put a link up on the Facebook?
Yeah, you could just link from our page.
Well, I could, but, for the people who are only listening on iTunes who aren't on the Facebook page.
Okay. Go to gravyboat.com.
Okay.
Go to Grindr.com and Google search for Ottawa.
Yeah. The Grinder
All right.
Gravy Boat, as Mike's known in the bear community.
Speaking of bears and Grindr, on the cover of Nintendo Power,
Oh, yeah.
we have, is this guy's name Hawk?
Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk. It's very stereotypical, looks like a stereotype of a Native American with a shredded jean jacket with fringe.
Yeah, he's like a super sexified Canadian tuxedo going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's a Native American Canadian stripper.
Denim on sexy.
Yeah, this is like the Canadian version of the Village People.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, except
so he's
they get their diseases treated by the free healthcare, so they live longer.
Oh.
That one made Ben sad.
Wah, wah, wah.
Young man, you should wear protection. I said, no, man.
That reminds me that, I'm not so certain that the healthcare is that great up there. I still remember a time when Mike went in to ask his doctor, can you get an STD from oral? And she said no.
Just like the woman can't get pregnant if she's on top. It's just gravity.
Yeah, gravity just drains all that stuff out.
You can just wish it away.
It's just science, come on.
Yeah, and meanwhile, he's like arguing with me, and I had to go and look up, from Canada's equivalent to CDC, like their definition on how you can get an STD.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Like, well,
I'm not.
I
Really,
don't care. My doctor said no. So
I'm not really positive that Mike went to a doctor. I think it was just like a homeless person behind a dumpster.
It was just like two rats fucking in an alley.
Yeah, and Mike was like, "Yep, I trust them."
Yep, and she was like, "Nope, tastes healthy to me."
Aw.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with this guy's abs. He's got like a big old love handle, and then like ab. Like I don't know what's going like.
He's got that side ab.
It's got side ab, but then like a big old. I don't know. Yeah.
He's got a 7-pack.
The anatomy just doesn't look right.
He's side packing in the love handle.
So. And he's got like braided armbands. I don't know. That doesn't seem very comfortable. So.
And then the metal bristlets.
And his belt buckle says Hawk.
Yeah.
Or Han.
No, it says Hawk. Okay, so moving on in, we've got a disturbing advertisement here that says it's easier to eat 4 pounds of cafeteria meatloaf than beat someone who reads Nintendo Power. And it's got a lunch lady with a crinkly face and a mole wearing a net over her hair.
Yeah.
Wielding a giant
tray of meatloaf or some sort of meat-based substance.
Scott Tennyson's parents.
Scott Tenorman's parents.
Tenorman's, thank you.
That's way more than 4 pounds of meatloaf that she has going on there.
Yeah.
And it's definitely that 90s trend of like shock advertisement, I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot with like old ladies too, where they would do like the finger wag at your face kind of thing. Like this won't
like, make your mama happy.
Well, it reminds me of like the intro to like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
right?
Where she's like,
you move with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air.
Yeah,
that was another one of the conspiracy theories I heard. Is that like that entire show, like Will Smith is dead and it's like in his imagination.
It's a Jacob's Ladder thing. He's just like in his dying moments, like, man, if I lived in a nice neighborhood.
Right,
with a goofy gay cousin.
Right.
I wouldn't be in this situation. That would have been so nice. But there's only one way out of the hood for young Will, and that's a body bag.
I do like the little asterisk at the end of this ad. Like, Canadian residents must pay $25. So I like that discrimination against Canada, as always.
Love it.
Got to keep those Canucks in their place.
All right.
Okay.
What else do we have?
Next page, they have an advertisement for the Summer 1994 Superpower Supplies catalog, which got sent out to subscribers, and I should take a picture of, and we should review probably for the next issue here. And it says, headed for a black hole, and it's got a picture of the
it's
catalog.
Not Friday,
I thought that was Mike's Friday night.
Anyways, it's got the Superpower Supplies super catalog being sucked into a black hole for some reason.
Yeah, what is this? Don't get sucked in and miss out once items such. Okay. So I guess they're saying like.
It's basically saying like
it's going away. Okay, all right.
The items in the catalog are going to be going away, so you only have a limited time to get them.
Make sure you get your Kirby butt plug before supplies run out.
Jesus. What's that?
That Kirby sound.
No, that wasn't. That was Kirby having a stroke.
Kirby's like Kirby is like a sleeve.
Oh wait, no, that was more like a
Not a
Yoshi
butt plug.
jumping sound, wasn't it? Oh well, whatever.
Yeah.
Should be like.
Yeah, you took it with that. All right. Table of contents. For Super Nintendo, we have Super Street Fighter 2, Breath of Fire, Disney's The Jungle Book, Sports Scene, which is a bunch of sports games, Liberty or Death, Tetris 2, Double Dragon 5, The Shuttle Falls, and then for Game Boy, we have Tarzan, Disney's The Jungle Book, Space Invaders, and then Jeopardy Sports, and nothing for Nintendo Entertainment System.
Thank you. Finally.
It took long enough.
Yeah, no, we had one of those before, I thought. So what we have here for the Dick Nose Drawer boy, his boy is in a canoe with a paddle, and there's a fish trying to take his paddle away.
Yeah, that or he's trying to tell him something like, there's rapids down there, don't bother, or...
Hey, listen.
Trying to paddle the school canoe? That's a paddling.
Listen,
Okay,
if you kiss me, I'll turn into a beautiful girl. Sucker.
Still smells like fish.
Close your legs, Alice. It smells like a fishmonger in here.
Next page, we've got the Player's Pulse mailbag, and we've got our Dick Nose Drawer boy. On the left here, back with his Game Boy, and doing an air pump with his fist. And then he's facing off against a girl who is sweating, and she has a... How would you describe her nose? Like a cigarette? Nose?
Yeah, like Miss Grundy.
What?
Have you ever seen Miss Grundy? She's got like that long needle nose.
Is this
Miss
one of your
Grundle?
weird, like, Canadian references? That
Archie! For fuck's sakes, Archie is an American institution comic.
Oh, Archie!
Not that Archie.
Okay. I'll get the first letter here from Mike Hlavashek from Buena Park, California. Writes in, as I read through many of my magazines, I see only a real lack of reviews for two types of games. As anyone can clearly see, both the RPG and simulation games combined usually take up less than 1/10 the pages in most Nintendo Power issues. Even then, most of the reviews are in Counselor's Corner and on occasion, classified information. In contrast, I find the emphasis on action, sports, and street fighting games to be far beyond the necessary limit if compared to RPGs. I especially find this aggravating when good games receive only 4 to 6 pages of review. For example, the review of Seventh Saga didn't make the game look very impressive. However, when I bought the game, I was totally blown away. More credit should be given where credit is due.
Nerd!
Yeah,
It
this
really
guy
wasn't
has a...
you, Mike, that wrote this in?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been about Final Fantasy. I wasn't really impressed with Seventh Saga. It looks great, but
Missed the mark then.
fuck, it's so hard.
That's what she said.
Okay, let's take the next one.
Mike,
Okay, I'll take the...
You got the next two.
Daniel Diamond from Los Angeles, California says, first off, I'd have to say that you should review more action games because they're the most popular, but I'd cut down on the size of the maps and just show pictures of the trouble areas. You should do the opposite with RPGs because those games are complicated and players tend to get lost a lot. As for sports and simulation games, I think a good 4 pages should be dedicated to them because those types of games should be played, not seen.
That's true.
And then Dennis Starker from Vevey, Indianapolis says, give me RPGs. Big red letters. And underneath, that says about it.
That about says it. You just totally like butchered it. But all right.
Yep, it's all right.
Not that I haven't done that myself. So
All right, let's hear from Arizona here.
Arizona. All right. Sharon Kin of Prescott Valley writes in, my name is Sharon, and I am 50 years old. I don't think many 50-year-olds play action and shoot-'em-up games. I absolutely love role-playing games, though. Therefore, I feel you should review less action games and review more role-playing games. Role-playing games are much harder and take a lot more thinking. Action games, all you do is shoot and jump. Why take a whole section to tell someone to jump or how to shoot an enemy when you could use a section for a map of games such as Seventh Saga? I purchased this magazine for help on RPGs, and I'm highly disappointed.
I like the theme.
I want to shoot myself in the face after these letters.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
What envelopes do we have? We have a nice warrior.
Well, hold on. They respond with, we think it's probably a safe bet to say that you are enjoying our expanded coverage of Secret of Mana, huh? So they're... now they have a little note below that saying, hey, many gamers have written to us demanding more coverage for RPGs. In response, we've added the Secret of Mana section. How do you like our expanded coverage? Write in and let us know. So, Mike, tell us about the artwork.
All right, so we get some beautiful artwork here. It's really hard to find any problems with this, except for the last one. The very last envelope, everyone's got a case of derp eyes. But it's very ambitious.
I think the last one's the best one. I don't know what's wrong with you. God damn it.
Okay, the first one is.
Well, see, it's because Mike has derp eyes, so everyone that has
true.
normal eyes has derp eyes. You know, it's like Bizarro World.
First one is a nice underview of Wario looking menacingly at the reader. The second one is the genie from Aladdin being released from the lamp. The third one is Mega Man X, so we get to see Zero, Base, Mega X, and the crushed remains of Sting Chameleon.
And DMX.
MMX gonna give it to you. So, and then we got Link.
I thought that was Zelda.
Volcano. And then we have Guile punching Sub-Zero into the wing of a fighter jet.
Mm-hmm.
And while saying "get over here," while trying to kill him like Indiana Jones style. And the last one with the derp eyes has, it's a beautiful panoply of different characters. We've got Samus from Metroid, Kirby. What the heck is that thing on the bottom with the nut with the helmet and the sword?
Kid Icarus.
Okay, Kid Icarus. And then we see Mario from Super Mario 2 and Wario side by side looking a little chummy, although Wario looks like he's like on EDM or something. And then we got
on
Link holding up a
EDM.
shield.
The kids are taking. I'm high on the EDM. Is what they say.
You kids out there taking that EDM.
All right, let's move along. All right.
Who wants to tackle the poetry?
John, it's you.
All right. So they're not doing someone that won a freaking contest for some reason. They have superpower poetry. We could do it like with Poetry Slam style with the snaps. So one day I had to write a poem for a school project. I got stuck until I decided to write about certain video games. I decided to send you a copy. Got the bongos though. In Soul Blazer and Act Raise Angels you will be. You'll save the world from monsters and evil you'll see. In Story of Star Fox, you fly into space. You blow up those lizards all over the place. Playing Mario All-Stars, you'll meet an old friend. You'll go through kingdoms until conquer the end. Seventh Saga is a very big race. To find those ruins is a really long chase. Super Street Fighter Turbo lets you play everyone. With 12 great characters, it's a whole lot of fun. Zelda 2 lets you meet Link as a child. You'll see him defeat Ganon with the fairies in style. And Cecil in Final Fantasy will fly to the moon. He'll fight all enemies and be victorious soon.
Boom.
You know what? All right, so I hope you like it. And this is by Thomas Dubeck of Utica, New York. Uterus, New York. And he's 9 years old. That's pretty sweet for a 9-year-old, I'll say. So they write back, thanks for the poem, Thomas. We're pretty sure there are other video game poets out there in Superpower Club land. Send us your best. So, like...
All right. And then we have Gail sending a letter here. Editor's Corner. She's talking about the second half of 94 is going to be huge for Nintendo and Nintendo Power. They have some incredible games in the work, and Nintendo Power will be stepping it up, bringing it to you in all their glory. And now she's talking about the Project Reality is well underway, and partnership with arcade powerhouse Williams has been solidified. Nintendo is on the fast track to give you the most advanced and most exciting video games ever.
The hot beef injection.
Williams is, I don't remember making, they're a pinball company.
Yeah, but they are the ones that did like NBA Jam and...
oh, really? Okay.
Yep. And they actually were involved with Killer Instinct too, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
So...
Very good.
It's like I did some homework.
Okay. First feature game, we have Super Street Fighter 2. Gosh, so they have another one after this, right? The Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition?
Tournament Edition, I think? Turbo? There's Turbo?
Turbo.
Don't forget
Just
Super
Turbo, yeah.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo Alpha Omega Edition.
Okay, so we got new characters here. We mentioned Thunderhawk on the cover. Then we also have DJ. DJ is a Jamaican kickboxer wearing some with giant muscles, wearing some snazzy orange pants. What'd you call those? Kickboxing pants.
Yeah, like kind of hammer pants.
Then we have Fei Long, who's definitely, it says, influenced by the likes of Bruce Lee. Okay, so definitely not a ripoff of Bruce Lee. And then we have Cammy.
Bruce Bree.
Cammy says, Cammy, the smallest new challenger, has also become the most diminutive world warrior. Don't let her size fool you. She is a special forces ace. So
Yeah, she's probably been there for a while, though. I mean, she's got, like, camouflage celluloid. So
yeah.
The Thunderhawk
she's
thing
got
is weird. A victim of M. Bison, Thunderhawk is yet another world warrior who has vowed revenge against the dastardly Shadowloo crime organization Kingpin. He hails from Mexico, but it's not his homeland. It's like, what? Okay.
What a weird detail.
Yeah. Like, he's Native American,
He lives in
Mexico.
Jersey. But yeah.
that's what M. Bison did with him. He just basically took him from like the forests of New Jersey and just like put him in Mexico. That's it. Like he just relocated him just for the lulz.
All right. So
It's like when he tries to get back across the border, I bet those Americans won't be able to tell the difference between him and the Mexicans. I
actually worked with a guy that he was Native American, and he would always get mistaken for being Mexican.
yeah.
And like he'd go into like gas stations, and like the guy behind the counter would start talking to him in Spanish. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, I don't speak Spanish. I'm not Mexican. like super confused.
Wow, looks like my racist joke was a prophecy.
Okay.
Yes. Really happened. All right, so aside from new characters, what do we have here?
Nothing.
Well, I'm looking at Cammy's gloves, and they seem to be like ribbed for her pleasure. So who knows what she does with that fist when she's not fighting?
Yeah, she's got an interesting character design. She's got like a one-piece outfit
Leotard, yeah.
that is super skin tight, that just rides up her ass crack.
And vagina
got-
crack.
Yes.
I mean,
And, like-
walking must like split her in half.
It looks like she's wearing like weights around her ankles. Like
Yeah.
these circular discs that are on top of her like army boots. And then she's got a red beret.
Yep.
She got her training from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
If I wear weighted clothing, I'll become stronger.
So you can earn points in this for some reason. There's an enhanced attack graphics. So now when Ken does his Dragon Punch, he can set his enemies on fire. Ryu's Fireball can catch people on fire. And then Chun-Li has a new technique for throwing a Kyoken Fireball.
Look how much she sticks her butt up in the air when she does that, though.
She gets her whole body in on the act.
Yeah.
She's presenting there. Her
Oh,
ass
yeah.
is like right up in the air.
Damn.
Get the warm Q-tip ready. You know when animals are in heat?
Like it's like a cat.
Yeah.
The stuff Mike knows about sometimes. Dear God.
I've heard of that. Yeah. So they've got 4 new locations for you to battle in: England, Mexico, Jamaica, and Hong Kong. I'm guessing Cammy's from England.
Look at all the white people in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's a British colony.
Yeah, but is it taking place in the friggin' colony days?
Yep.
Okay. Look
How does a Cool Running song go?
Is it me or
There's
is
way too many
is it-
You know
is
they
the-
say
is the
they
English-
can't believe
is-
Jamaica. We got a super fighting team.
Is the England a battle on London Bridge, or am I missing that?
High on a hill in the English countryside.
Oh, okay.
Fight on the bridge. Just
Oh
some
my
random
God.
location.
Just put Big Ben up there. Make you fight in the middle of Piccadilly Square.
Read accurate London simulation. All right.
Middle London Bridge with traffic going around you.
I'm looking at E Honda. He's got like that cum face going on.
The
Excuse
cum
me?
face. You mean
Look
the
at
orgasm
E
face?
Honda. Yeah.
What page are we looking at here?
We're looking at the venues for England, Mexico, Jamaica, Hong Kong. Next to that, you see E Honda and Blanca.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not. He's doing his rage scream thing.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like-
got like way too many teeth. Like,
Yeah, Mike sees
a shark.
rage boner. So
He does. Guile looks sad. He's got this big old frown.
Why don't these people just quit? I'm already the strongest. What's your power level? Mine's pretty big.
Guy was like, Mr. Attorney General, would you please not leave me in a room with President Trump by myself anymore?
Trump smash. Oh, I would pay good money.
It would mean a lot if you could just let this whole tournament thing go.
I'd pay good money for like a Trump themed like tournament fighter.
Yeah, you could probably get that if you go to the Mupen open source thing.
Yeah, that Mugen fighter.
Yeah.
All right.
So they get into the moves for our new characters, for T-Hawk, Fei Long, DJ, and Cammy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like... Is there anything notable in these?
Stormhammer. Yeah. It's one of...
The Stormhammer.
It's where
Is it like a pile drive?
Hyper Fist.
Yep.
The spinning knuckle.
Oh.
Nice. Where are you seeing this?
Fei Long's got a rising dragon kick where you set someone on fire.
Yeah. Cammy has a spinning knuckle.
I told you she's doing things with those gloves.
And DJ has the Hyper Fist.
Yeah, it's just a Nice. The double dread kick from his hair. I just now realized he has two little dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he whips his hair back and forth.
Yeah, it's funny because like no one ever played as any of these characters that I remember. So
there's only one reason to play as Cammy. You do that sweep kick.
That cannon drill.
No, they don't show a picture of it here. I'll have to send it to you. Google it.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I'll do that. You guys talk about Breath of Fire.
All right, Breath of Fire, an amazing RPG. So by
I
Capcom
fell
Studios.
into an amazing Breath of Fire. Burn, burn, burn.
It is a fantastic.
Flames went higher and burns.
That Breath of Fire.
Breath of Fire.
So yes, for once, Mike is actually right. This is a good game. Capcom made it, but it was released in America under the Square label. Like they basically said, "All right, Square, you know how to do. You like have this Final Fantasy, like." Momentum behind you, so we'll let you release our game for us, which is kind of whatever, but okay, so
yeah, it says here Squaresoft brings players.
Yeah, but Capcom made it for sure.
Yeah, so
the designer was Tokuro Fujiwara, who did the Ghosts and Goblins and Mega Man series.
Yeah. I can see that aesthetic being brought into this.
And then the lead artist was Keiji Inafune, who he was the lead for Mega Man as well. So.
Oh yeah.
And the amazing follow-up, Mighty Number 9, the game that swept everyone by, well, more like a slight breeze, less of a storm, but.
I did actual research for this, by the way. So
yeah, I'm impressed.
Nice. Very nice.
All right.
I'm impressed.
Okay.
I was a little stunned at first. I'm just like, wait a second. He's saying things that aren't directly on the page.
I'm gonna go to sleep for about half an hour.
And I'm spent. Yep. So this game starts off with the hero awakening in his house, and it's filled with smoke and fire. And by the time he gets out, the village is being attacked by someone, and the only one who can save everyone is his sister, who turns everyone to stone.
Well, the hero Ryu, who Capcom has a giant love affair with for some reason, it's yet another game starring Ryu. But
yeah, well, that's in all the series. It's just like BioShock. There's always a blue-haired Ryu, and there's always a Nina with wings.
But yeah, so it is a very long RPG though. That's the one thing. This is a 40-hour time commitment with a lot of backtracking, but the whole point, it's kind of in the vein of Final Fantasy in that you build a team of 4 mates, so to speak, 4 companions on your trip. And and every single person you add is half animal, half human. Like, so. But the big thing that I saw, like, that there was a big complaint about it was you don't really add, like, strong magical companions until the very end of the game, so the game kind of doesn't really, like, you don't really utilize very much magic, and so it just kind of becomes a bit of an action, like, hack and slash, even though it's RPG. Well, like, in the sense of you're using the action, like, that action a lot more than any of the magic actions. So...
Yeah, well, you do get one guy who is able to fuse with other members of your party. So
yes.
While you can only control 4 at a time, you'll have like...
That's Karn, I think, can fuse.
Yeah.
So his thing is that he's a thief. And so, yeah, that becomes really important later on, is that you use that ability to, like, hybridize the characters, because you need like a bunch of the abilities at the same time, so...
Yeah, you can also take the people that you don't want to have in your party, and now they can actually do something useful in a very buffed up form.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the equivalent game of this to, say, another game from this generation?
Breath of Fire 2.
That's so not helpful.
Still not convinced to play it.
It's a very good game. It's got engaging music. And
I
it's
would
got a
not play
fantastic
this.
battle system.
It's 40 hours of...
Oh my gosh.
But you can curtail
RPG.
that with the auto battle.
So
This looks like a bit like Ogre Battle 64 to me.
it is
You
really
also-
good. If you like RPGs, it's really good. But you have to be the kind of person that's like sees a Super NES RPG and not want to violently smash your TV.
They probably made remakes of this, right?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of other, like, this series goes on for like 8 or 9 games. Like, there's a lot of this.
No, it only goes up to like Breath of Fire 5. Or
Fine.
Yeah, Breath of Fire 5, and that one came out on the PlayStation 2, so the series has been kind of dead since then. I think they've got like some mobile version, but it's a mobile version, so...
Not seen it. Just looked on Google.
Breath of Fire 6?
Didn't see it. Maybe it's for iOS only. I don't know. All right. So what else we got here?
Yeah, it's a free-to-play online web-based role-playing video game with microtransactions. Ugh. And it's for Android, iOS, and Microsoft Windows.
Okay.
But this game is great. It's got good play action, great music, pretty good graphics. Although I think Breath of Fire 2 was better because it just like had all of this and a more compelling story. But this one's pretty good because you're on your way to find your missing sister and get revenge against the dragon clan that burned your village. And at the end, you end up having to fight your sister, or you can like get an alternate ending if you find a way to save her, I believe.
Your sister gives you a happy ending?
Well, it's Japanese, so you've seen the hentai.
You've seen those game shows.
I'm gonna take my waifu pillow and play this then.
You're gonna take your waifu pillow to your Game Boy wedding.
I like how the hero was found in Winland. So he's not on. He's on the network apparently.
Pow. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It's a damn good. Just look at the reviews, okay? It's a damn good game.
You're not
Tell
selling
me
it.
about the characters here.
Pictures.
You're not selling it. Just saying.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Tell me about the characters. Tell me about the
Okay.
characters.
Ryu is a silent hero who is the hero of the story. Like I said, he survives the burning of his village, and he's on a quest to find his sister who's been taken by this leader of the dragon clan. And throughout the game, he awakens his own dragon powers, as you can see in the fight screen.
Yeah, he's like half fire dragon. That's actually pretty cool.
Well, he can take on different aspects, like fire, lightning, ice. So in battle, you can use these powers to really lay waste to your enemies. And as the game develops, you can take on different grades of dragons, like small dragon, adult dragon, and then like a mighty omega dragon. As well as your allies who, and plus like in the overworld map, you'll see animals running around. You can use Bo, the wolf, and you can shoot these animals to get meat, which is great if you're away from
Oregon
town.
Trail.
Yeah, if you're away from town, you're like, damn, I could really use some health. Boom, you just see an animal walking by, you shoot the hell out of it, and boom, you got your health back. And then there's Karn, who can fuse into fuse with different creatures, and he can also unlock doors and trigger traps.
And there's Gobi the goldfish. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he lets you swim around underwater, which is pretty darn cool.
Unfortunately, he forgets why he's there every 5 minutes.
Sorry, who are you guys again? Hi, I'm Gobi. Yeah,
You're
we already
Gobi,
know.
right? Huh? Okay.
Does Gobi ever desert you?
Oh, okay.
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 Yeah, and then there's a hidden character named Blue, who is like a Naga.
So can you cheese Blue?
Yeah,
Hungry for life, thirsty for Naga?
Oh God. Ugh.
Or is that more like Nagasaki?
Oh, that's a bomb. All right. Yeah.
What about Ox? You didn't mention him.
Well, Ox is just a big, strong guy, and he can help you also smash down walls. But because he's large and slow, monsters will attack him when you fight, which is good because he's a big meat wall.
Meat wall.
And then
He's got hooves. He has hooves.
Mogu's like a mole or something. What the hell is
Yep.
Mogu?
He's a mole, and you'll find like patches of loose dirt, so you can go through them and use them basically as warp points.
So he's like Lemmingwinks.
In no way at all, yes.
Did you ever see the source material that was parodying the
No.
original like Lord of the Rings animated movie?
The
God.
greatest adventure is what lies ahead.
Yeah, the
77
music.
Hobbit.
Yeah, the
Glenn
music
Yarbrough.
was very much like that. And when like I had seen it like a couple of years before that South Park
Right.
episode came out, and
I
they had the
got
Lemmy
it.
Weeks.
I got it
And
right
I was-
off the bat.
I was dying because that guy's voice in the Lord of the Rings movie is just like weird. The greatest adventure, you know.
Is what lies. It's like he's yodeling ahead.
Find the
The rest
find the
of your
katata fish.
Is here to be said.
All right. Is that enough?
All right.
For the fire coverage.
Yep,
It is.
I'm out of breath of fire.
All right, get ready for a slew of advertisements
Yeah, what
to
the
play it loud.
What the fuck is going on with these pages?
By the way, spoiler alert, guys, get ready for Nintendo Power to start introducing a shitload of advertisements over the next few years.
Yeah, we're gonna get extreme.
So
We got
they're
Donkey
advertising
Kong, the Banana Slammer.
their new marketing campaign is called Play It Loud, and it's got very 90s graphics and font and text and cutout screenshots. It's showing off pictures of upcoming games.
the words
including-
they go all over the page, but like up, down, like sideways, upside down, like
Yeah, it
You're
doesn't even make a shape that's recognizable.
yeah. You're just like, I guess you have to like turn the magazine as you read this stupid shit. I don't even know.
Yeah,
This just makes
it's
me
not good.
angry. Like I don't want to look at any of it.
Well, I'm trying to ignore that and just focusing on the games that are coming up.
I don't care.
So we got Donkey Kong Country coming up for Super Nintendo, and by the way, that is at the end of this year. And it's just a little tease for you guys. When they sent out the magazine to subscribers, it included a VHS tape of Donkey Kong Country, of like a 20-minute video with a guy going around behind the scenes teaching all about Donkey Kong Country. And I watched that tape probably, no joke, like 100 times. So we're going to have to do something where we watch it and commentate on it, Mystery Science Theater style.
Step one is like find a VHS player somewhere.
No, it's on YouTube.
Oh,
You don't have to go that. You don't have to go that far. Some people have already uploaded this shit to YouTube.
Is it on
They
RedTube?
did, like-
That's the only tube I'll watch.
No. I'm sure you could upload it there, but kind of defeats the purpose. Anyways, they made, I think, like 3 of those type of videos, and this is the first one. So anyways, that's just a little tease that'll come out towards the end of the season. I forgot about that till now.
Yeah, throughout all this, we get to see previews of upcoming games like The Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage, and a really interesting screenshot of the Tick, who seems to be just like screaming, "I'm on a boat!"
What? Where?
Oh, you're like way down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They have Earthworm Jim, Bubsy 2. Did you see they're releasing a new Bubsy game?
Like now?
Yeah, for like PC and Xbox and PlayStation.
Why?
I don't know. Like someone bought the Accolade license, even though the properties, even though the thing shut down in like 2000.
Wow.
And they're releasing a new Bubsy game. There's a trailer for it if you want to go look at it.
I'm looking at Virtual Bart. I don't remember this game, Virtual Bart, but it looks like Ben-Hur.
Where are you?
Is this like the second?
You're just like skipping it all over the place. We got Tecmo Super Baseball, Super Punch Out, Mortal Kombat 2, Shaq Fu coming from EA.
Shaq Fu.
Acclaim. Tell me how my ass tastes.
But yeah, Virtual Bart. Yeah, it looks like a gladiator battle. I don't know what's going on. I remember. I played that game. I don't remember that part though.
Oh my God, Space Jam the game, basically. Hoop It Up by Sunsoft. So yeah, it's all the tunes playing basketball. Why didn't they tie this in with Space Jam?
You got something called Super Return of the Jedi. I don't think I've heard of that one before, but that was there.
I don't know, some indie title. Fuck it.
And you got Indiana Jones's Greatest Adventures. We've got a number of other games that
Indiana Jones's Greatest Adventure. And where he's dodging a giant turd on the way out.
Oh. Lemmy Wings goes to the tunnel.
Hey, Final Fantasy I is coming as well, so.
And then we get to see The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie, and Mickey Mouse is just out right here doing Sonic. Like whenever Sonic gets hit and shoots out rings, that's what he's doing right now, right above Minnie's head, weirdly. And then we get to see Itchy and Scratchy. I do not remember that game. I'm going to have to check it out. But yeah, then we've got the Tick, just like screaming like T-Pain, "I'm on a boat.
Spoon!
I'm spooning on a boat." And then we get to see the Incredible Hulk running very un-Hulk-like. I mean, it looks like he's just going off for a power walk. And then, of course, we get to see the epic Final Fantasy III.
Mm-hmm. Who would
we have a couple of?
There are like multiple Hulk movies, right? One with Ed Norton, and the other was with Eric Bana. Eric Bana's the bad one.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even express to you how terrible that movie was.
At the end of the movie, his dad turns basically into a tornado.
The guy who made the movie made Face Off, which is
I love that movie.
That's the reason I wanted to go see it. And his interpretation of a comic book movie. This is also the same guy that did Mission Impossible 2. So like the doves flying and all that kind of stuff was his thing.
Oh,
right?
John Woo?
John Woo, yeah, he directed it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
You're selling it. You're selling it strong.
So his interpretation of a comic book movie was to make the film look like comic book pages. So every single frame of film has like 4 panels with different things going on at the same time.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's really difficult. I mean, there's no explanation to it though, and there's nothing. You're just kind of like, okay, there's a field in the background over there. What am I supposed to be focusing on here? Because they're all like in motion. It's not like you're trying to be, led towards one area or the other. It was boring and terrible. I don't remember the what did you call it then?
There's an Edward Norton.
His dad turns into a tornado, basically.
Oh, who is his dad? Who played his dad? Oh, it was that old crazy dude that got the DUI.
Steve Buscemi?
No,
Gary Busey.
The most notorious mugshot ever of a celebrity.
Oh, Nick Nolte?
Yes, it was Nick Nolte was his dad, and the CGI for the Hulk was like extremely cartoonish at the end, where he's just like bouncing around the desert and just like picking up missiles and like chucking them.
All right.
I wasn't. Did you like the Ed Norton one?
I do like the Ed Norton one. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like it's not on the great end of like comic book adaptations, but
the new one's better. Whoever they had picking
the
for
new
this first
one.
banner, what's his name? Not Renner. That's the Hawkeye.
Frickin' Ruffalo,
Yeah,
the Great White Ruffalo.
yeah. Ruffalo girls, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight.
But there's no movie starring the Great White Ruffalo, so
Exactly, because they realized the Hulk can't carry his own movie. But
the
as a
Hulk is so
side
strong he
character-
can carry everything.
He can't. He should not have his own movie. I think
No.
that was the mistake.
No, Norton, like the idea that he couldn't bang his girlfriend because getting his heart rate up might get out the Hulk. It's like, no. His catchphrase isn't, you wouldn't like me when I'm horny. It's, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So, it's not just like, oh, like, he's always checking his watch, like, oh, my pulse is going up. I gotta calm down. Like, no, it's not getting it on doesn't release the Hulk. That was such a stupid point of the movie. It's like, I can't bang my hot girlfriend because, like, I don't know, a boner might bring out the Hulk.
Yeah, but at least it's Scarlett Johansson's his love interest, so that would be even worse, right? I guess not getting one up around Scarlett.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I got the impression that they're doing it in past that movie, but the Ruffalo's getting it on with her for
Yeah,
sure.
Ruffalo's getting it on with her. It's Norton that can't do any banging.
Yep.
That's why that movie was stupid.
Yep. It was bad. All right. Let's
And,
move on.
Well, we get to see other movie games here, like Vortex, which basically looks like if
Star Fox, but shittier?
if Star Fox was Mech Warrior.
We have something called Uniracers, which
It's a unicycle without a rider.
yeah, it's like the '90s hipster game.
And then we get to see Knights.
Also
of
comes with a
Justice.
Rubik's cube and a smug attitude.
And those old timey like pyramid weights and handlebar mustaches.
Yep. Don't forget the bowler caps.
And a bunch of smug attitude about why CrossFit's the best workout. All right. All right. Onward and upward, my friends.
Okay, we get to see the Jungle Book with a beautiful screenshot of Baloo with his arm around Mowgli, just basically saying, like, you can only come up for air every 30 seconds. Now start.
Oh no!
Jesus.
No,
No.
it's terrible.
No. No.
Boom, 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 bare necessities.
Yeah, this game. Oh my God, is it bad?
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me about why it's bad.
It was in that vein of all the Disney games that came,
So
like
it's
Capcom.
not
and all
a
that.
Capcom
It's not
Disney
Capcom.
game.
Is one problem.
it shows.
Mowgli floats around the screen. The controls are not very good, and his sprite takes up a lot of the screen, so it's like you can't see where you're jumping. So it's like a precise platformer where you can't see where you're going.
Oh, you're right. It's like it looks like a Game Gear game.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever played a Game Gear game, but like the amount of pixels that can fit on the screen was so small, like the character takes up a quarter of the damn screen.
Yep.
And
So
that's what this is.
yeah, unfortunately,
And
but it
his
does have a
haircut
bunch.
is awful.
It does have a bunch of really good, like digitized versions of the songs from the movie. So it has that going for it, but that's about all
So
it has
you-
going for it.
So you're saying that as far as the Jungle Book game goes, this only has the bare necessities?
Which Benno was already singing over there. So yeah.
And then we get to
Can we
see
talk-
a screenshot with Ka, which apparently has like 3 or 4 Kas.
Sorry,
Can we
Ben.
talk about the Double Entendre Way of the Jungle titles under here? We're told that Mowgli's a little swinger and a banana hurler.
Oh, that's one of the guys down at Spear Chuckers.
Or don't forget Chapter 2, where he's a bear helper.
You can also learn how to spring snakes or push boulders.
Yeah, yeah. This game is not fun. This is just not a good. Unfortunately, not a good.
What were some of the other songs in the movie? I Wish You Had a Friend in Me. Or
I got a friend like
me?
you.
Yeah.
So
I want to be someone like you. Yeah.
yeah.
What else do they have? Is there anything else? What was the Crows song? Did the Crows have a song?
No, that's from Dumbo.
I seen a house fly.
I've seen everything, but I've never seen an elephant fly.
Oh my god!
I done seen everything till I see an elephant fly.
The super racist.
Dumbo is like super racist.
It's not as racist as Song of the South, though. That's
Oh no, for sure. That one is way racist.
like, yes, sir, massa.
Hey, Brer Rabbit, what you gonna do? I'm gonna hide in the tar pit. They ain't gonna look for no tar, baby. It's like,
terrible. But yeah, we tried putting on, because there aren't that many Disney movies on Netflix, and like Dumbo is one of them. So we're like, oh, let's try it out. And just like, wow, they're being like super like racially charged and like mean to the animals. I'm like, yeah, that's not good.
that movie's so trippy with the friggin' pink elephants, where like Dumbo gets into the sauce.
Yeah, we stopped watching it before that happened.
All
right, so we got
like a spectacle of animation right there. I mean, like that's like worth watching the whole movie for. Like you can quit after that.
Coming soon to your Super NES from Acclaim.
What? No.
Itchy and Scratchy Show.
Wait. Hold up. Like, that's all you watch Dumbo for?
Well, that's the one thing I remember the most, like the best part of it. Seeing the pink elephants on parade hallucination scene.
Okay, the song where the mother is cradling like Dumbo through the train door is like the saddest moment of any Disney movie. Like, and that's one of the most beautiful songs like of any Disney movie. I'm sorry, there are redeeming qualities to that movie.
I'll have to see it again.
Yeah.
Well, I got nephews, so I've been.
What is this song? It's like "Baby of Mine," I think.
Did you ever see an elephant fly? Well, I seen a horse fly. I seen a dragon fly. I seen the house fly.
God, it's so fucking racist. But yeah, Dumbo, "Baby Mine." That's the. That song is really good. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't need to cry right now.
They say tears are nature's lube.
No, not only that either right now.
I'm gonna cry on my
Just need a
dick.
beer.
Anyway.
Just need a beer. Okay. Well, do we have anything else to take from this game?
No, we see Itchy and Scratchy. Scratchy. Itchy's the cat or the mouse? Scratchy's the cat.
Yeah.
And he's getting a blowjob that nobody wants.
Ben's distracted.
I'm not distracted. I'm waiting for you to explain it.
Okay.
Oh no, where he's just like Itchy has got taped a compressor into his mouth and inflating him like a balloon. As he's like, and he's trapped in like this basement or construction site. So that's coming soon to the Super NES from Acclaim.
Moving on to
thank God they're not releasing it afterwards on the Nintendo and the Game Boy.
Yeah, they probably gave that up. All right, next section is a sports scene presented to you by Header Ball. What? That's not even bad. That's not even a good one. John, lead us into it.
Well, we have the first iteration of FIFA from
I'm getting a beer.
EA.
And I'm going to go sleep.
All right, let's skip it then. Screw it. I just don't care about
Sports.
soccer games.
We get to see a guy with an Elvis hairdo called the Elvis Header Hairpiece play soccer like the king. It's basically like a helmet that's a pompadour, which I like.
All right, so let's see. The first game actually isn't the FIFA game. It's from US Gold. It's a World Cup USA soccer game, which has an isometric like 3/4 view. So blah. The second game, as Mike was talking about, that's the first iteration of FIFA. So FIFA International Soccer from Electronic Arts, and obviously that series is still going today. It's probably the biggest selling series in the world at this point. And then what else do we have? Capcom Soccer Shootout. And so there's like 5 soccer. God, there's so many soccer games. I guess they like to like lump them all together every few months.
Oh, there's like 15 of them.
Yeah.
Because we get to see the Super NES soccer stats with goal dos, Super Soccer Champ, World Soccer 94, Tony Meola's Soccer, World League Soccer, World Cup USA 94, FIFA International Soccer, Elite Soccer, Pele, Capcom Soccer Shootout, Kickoff 3, Champions World Class and Championship Soccer 1994.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then we get to see Pele.
My Corona.
There's a Pele game. That's kind of, just what everybody wanted.
Then we get to see a picture of him pointing at the camera like, you're going to go buy this. Make me money.
Okay.
All right. Now,
So-
Liberty or Death. Koei, from the people that brought you Nobunaga's Ambition, brings you Uncle Sam's Ambition.
At least this involves, like, an era that we care about. I mean,
America.
Starring white people, so,
Yeah.
that's something
Yeah.
to care about.
It's the American Revolution, where players can control either side of this bloody conflict.
Well, good, so we can rewrite history and, help the British Empire keep those damn Yanks in place.
It's got some nice little cutscenes in here that added more graphics to these style of games. It's not just a wall of text.
Oh, yeah, we get to see plenty of screenshots with faces, and they're telling people exactly like what you can do. Like, we're going to need 400 weapons costing 352. And then they'll tell you, like, you can also allot rations to your troops, or they'll starve. And then it says, well, you can still fight without powder, your troop losses will be huge, and your cannons won't fire. So you have to balance your money between the amount of troops and the amount of weapons you can give them and feed them with. And you can also increase moral support by parading your troops or publicizing an informative gazette. So you get the power of the press to boost morale. So it sounds like it could be a fun game.
no. If these games were fun.
Yeah.
Well, if you're into war simulation games, it actually looks well built. I don't know if it plays well, but it looks much better than the previous games they've had in this type of series.
I can actually
Graphically
tell
anyways.
I can tell like what they're trying to show me. Rather than the fact of like, well, it's symbolic of this and that because we don't really have the capacity to draw a mountain and a castle.
You can play as Benedict Arnold. It has that going for it.
I think the closest game I played to that's like this was Drug Wars in my TI-83 calculator.
I always used to like to see like if I could break the game, like get more money than like
Oh my
the
god,
world
there's a guy
economy
here?
by selling coke in different neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's like lemonade stand, but with drugs.
I got a cocaine stand. I like that there's a guy here. I can't believe is this his real name? Return Megs.
Return Megs.
His name is Return, and then underneath we get to see Fellatio Gates.
Horatio. It's a damn American hero, you frickin' I don't know.
Is he?
Palm?
I've never heard of him.
I don't know.
And then we get to see Luke Cage's father, Thomas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole other page of guys.
All the British
yeah.
guys.
A whole bunch of white guys in powdered wigs.
Guy Carleton, Charles
And
Cornwallis,
and high
Walter
heels.
Butler.
James Fitzwalter. Look at that sweet
Robert
mustache.
Pickett.
Oh, wait. Charles Asgill and James Fitzwalter have the same picture. That's poor programming,
Wow.
Alan.
And then Charles Cornwallis has the same picture as Daniel McLeod.
Yeah. Donald? It's the
Oh,
Donald.
Donald.
There we go. So,
Well, interesting article. It's got some interesting graphics in here.
yeah, they like the
Digital
art style.
illustration.
Yeah, the art style looks like, what you kind of saw with old, art from the Revolutionary War era. So, they did a good job of this. I don't know. It still doesn't make me want to play this game at all.
Okay. Next
Put a
game
feather in his
is
cap and called it macaroni.
Tetris 2,
Electric
Is next-
Boogaloo.
and the only thing I can see is a beer mug here with Tetris being played inside it.
Have you ever
Bierstein.
heard the story of that, like, the macaroni, like, what, that was actually, like, a big insult of the time, calling someone a macaroni.
Those Dagos.
It was
From Italia?
It was no, it wasn't quite like that. It was like it was someone that was like overly infatuated with their image or something like that. Sort of like a, you know.
Well, yeah, because he's a dandy.
Like a
dandy.
Yeah, it was kind of.
It was the
golden boy.
The revolutionary term for like a
metrosexual.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yep. Except, more derogatory towards gays.
A foppish dandy.
A foppish dandy.
Oh my gosh. And then there was like other versions. I just looked up and it says here like the earliest known version of the lyrics come from 1755. And the lyrics go, Brother Ephraim sold his cow and bought him a commission. Then he went to Canada to go fight for the nation.
All right.
The Ephraim here was Ephraim Williams, a popularly known colonel in the Massachusetts militia who was killed in the Battle of Lake George. He left his land and property to the founding of a school in western Massachusetts known as Williams College.
That still exists. All right. Tetris 2. More Tetris. Tetrisiger. Anything
The Tetrisoning.
What else is here? Anything?
It's not explained the beer stein with the chips and the French fries and nuggets and was that green beans on the table at all, and it's driving me nuts.
The chicken nuggers. I think it's just like a theme.
You're playing Tetris at a lodge, apparently.
I guess. Why is Tetris being played in my beer? Look, it has a beer color. It's tinting the background, which is the mountains. This is a big Coors advertisement.
Yeah, that's probably not good for kids. Sort of.
This is very weird.
They could tell him it's mug root beer.
They know what it is.
Puzzle crazy. Crazy exactly what puzzle mode will make you. You'll love every second of it. The pieces in the root beer foam on the right are the only pieces with which you'll get to solve the level. Often it's just one piece. Plan the placement perfectly to start the correct chain reaction. Press the right and left buttons simultaneously to pause and peek.
So it's like a mashup of Tetris and Dr. Mario.
It's Tetris, but like you only get a certain number of pieces to solve with, is the idea.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, there you go. If you like puzzle games and you're interested in seeing why a Nintendo game has a beer stein in it that is coloring all the bricks.
Root beer, my friend. Root beer.
It says that, but we all know that root beer is darker than that. That is definitely a Pilsner or a bitter. Or blonde, I should say.
All right. Well, speaking of that, I'm going to go get a beer, so I'll be back.
Okay.
And speaking of bitter, Shadow Boss must be bigger because he's back in Double Dragon 5. And it says here, Jimmy's back. Despite their differences, the siblings' skirmishes seem settled for now. Jimmy Lee has denounced the dishonorable dark side to go join brother Billy in the Double Dragon duo. Wait, so one of the heroes turned bad, and now he's good again?
I don't know. This game is based off of the limited cartoon series that was out for a while, and it's not a traditional Double Dragon game. It's a fighting game, so they're trying to capitalize on everything that has come out.
Tournament fighter.
Yeah, it sucks. If you're interested in anything, if you are a previous Double Dragon fan, you will be disappointed by this.
And we get to see the Shadow Master creating a deadly virus. But why is he in his costume in his lab?
He's always in costume. Let's talk about his costume. So they created this character called the Shadow Master to be like the big bad evil guy on the cartoon show. And he's wearing all black, and he's kind of like Sabretooth in that he's got like clawed fingertips. And he's got a big white ponytail and a black mask with red eye holes.
It's like a gender-swapped black cat from Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like the mask, it doesn't cover his mouth, and it kind of flares out to the sides.
Like cat whiskers.
I would say more like a mandible of a bug.
Yeah, in the main shot, he looks like an ant. Like his mask looks like an ant head mounted over his face. while he's got
Yeah.
these tufts of hair on the side.
So it's a
Why?
very comical cartoon, and he's kind of a bit of a joke, kind of like Shredder on some of the later seasons of Ninja Turtles.
Oh, so he's more of a joke than an actual threat.
Yeah, I mean he does like bad stuff, but it's all in like comical humor.
Yeah, so we get to see guys here like Billy Lee, and then Sickle, who is just like if Rambo had a second stroke.
Do you put Sickle in a cell and he slows down the black characters?
And then we get to see Sekka, who is, for some reason, wearing a very stupid, slimmed down, nice helmet. I mean, she's got like little claws like Wolverine, and her comic drawing here, she looks like she's like leaping into battle or like falling over asleep. I mean,
She's
like,
wearing one of those,
she's definitely
like,
been Cosby'd.
She's wearing one of those things they put on the front of trains to push cows out of the way.
A
Cattle
cow
guard.
catcher.
Yeah, cow catcher is on her face, and she's got like Wolverine or Vega type purple claws.
I should wear those on my dates.
Yeah,
Which
and the
one?
best part is like
The cow catcher.
and she's got her navel exposed in the armor, which is like really stupid. Oh my god! And the belly button is drawn so badly, it looks like a reverse asshole.
It looks like it was already pierced.
Yeah, because women armor in games has always made so much sense. Anyway, all right. What else do we have?
Well, we got Jawbreaker, who looks like Thanos and Grape Ape had a kid.
It's like Grimace and I don't know.
Grimace had
Grimace and John Goodman had a son.
It's like if Grimace had Down syndrome.
I think Grimace did have Down syndrome.
Well, now he's got double Down syndrome.
What do you think Grimace is? So we have like
He's a butt plug.
the fry guys, which are French fries. No, he has to be a food, right? You got the hamburger guy, which is a hamburger.
That's Mayor McCheese.
You have
He's the
hamburger, Mayor McCheese. Thank you.
Yeah, but the
So what do you
hamburger
think-
isn't a food. He's just a freaking thief.
Yeah.
You have the chicken, chick, right?
Birdie.
What's her name?
Birdie. She's like the McNuggets.
Okay,
the
so what the
nuggers.
hell is Grimace?
I don't know, a milkshake.
Ronald's
I think
autistic cousin.
I think he's the uncooked meat.
He's what the meat looks like before it gets cooked.
He's a blob of the stuff they make the milkshakes out of.
He's the pink slime that they make the nuggets out of.
Yeah.
No, those are all white meat chicken now. They're decent.
No, we've seen them, but they show up and they look freaking purple in the beginning. They're like, ugh.
No.
It's like this weird slurry.
No, that's what it used to be. Now they're like legit. They're like not bad now. Don't
Yeah, well,
besmirch,
he ended up
Telling
looking
yourself
like
that.
don't
he ended up
besmirch the
looking
good
like a butt
name.
plug.
Hey, I can't judge. I'm eating a Taco Bell, so
And then we got Trigger.
I blame you for that, though.
What?
Those damn fried chicken chips.
Did you get more of them?
No, just the
Oh,
first time.
Okay. Yeah, that was your first mistake.
Can we go? Okay, can we go back and talk about Sekka's crawl roll attack?
Oh, you mean like the one where she looks like she's falling asleep in the fight?
No, the one where she's laying on her back with her ass.
her
in the
ass
air.
is right in Jawbreaker's
She's ready
face.
to power fart into Grape Ape's face.
Yeah.
That's the Taco Bell attack.
All right, so we got Trigger Happy.
Yeah.
Who it looks like Flat Top or Hammerhead from the Marvel comics.
He's got a missile shot arm, so like a cannon on his arm.
And Blade has the same headgear that Sekka had, but he's a dude, so
That can't be a dude.
Blade is a dude. They've drawn someone else.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
In the
they've drawn
screenshots, it's a
some
different person.
Lady in dominatrix gear with a whip
Yeah,
next to Blade.
I have a real weird
Yeah.
feeling in my pants looking at that one, but
Well, she's got a penis, so
even better.
no doubt.
Let's do
Great,
this.
best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, it's one of those China situations where she's taken so many steroids that it's just got a helmet now.
Her clit is so big.
It's about 2 inches.
Good times.
And then
Then
there's
we have
someone
Ice Pick.
who's
Ice to see you.
yeah, is he like made of ice or is he a robot or like what the frig?
I think he's a robot.
And then
But he's also a big bad. He's a big bad too.
We got,
Along with Shadow.
we got a ghetto version of Cyborg from the DC comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like Luke Cage with a iris.
And then there's Bones, who, if you play this game, you have to play as Bones, because it's literally a skeleton with a cobra tattooed on his forehead.
And he's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Don't forget that part.
Oh, yeah. Like,
'Cause he's too
everything
He's got
everything is right with this character.
he's got like a Marty McFly vest on, and jean shorts, and I think pink and white shoes.
I don't even
Yeah.
care. Whatever he does, I'm all about.
And these screenshots are so bad for Dominique. You can't even tell which one's which.
I think she's the chick with the whip.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, but again,
John
the screenshots are so bad you can't tell which is that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Less would have
And
been
then we
more.
get to see Shadow Master, who is a very bad kitty cat.
Has anybody
basically
actually
Saber
played
Tooth.
Double Dragon 5?
No.
I tried to.
Mm.
It's bad.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're gonna
No,
play
sir. I didn't like
if you're
it.
gonna play a tournament fighter or a fighting game, you play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat.
Hey, play a
don't play
real
this
game.
one. You don't play this garbage. This swill. All right.
All
So
right.
they have a whole section up next talking about Williams, and now that they're partnering with them on the N64 projects coming up, they're talking about the company, and they give some history. So they talk about NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2, and they have a list here of all the arcade games that they've released over the years, all the way from Spy Hunter in '84 to, let's say, Smash TV in 1990 to Revolution X in 1994.
The Aerosmith game.
Yeah, the Aerosmith shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is the first time they actually mention. So they now don't call it Project Reality. This is the first time they call it Nintendo Ultra 64 trademarked
Right.
home video game system.
And they also mentioned that they're involved with Killer Instinct and Cruisin' USA.
Cruising USA. Yeah.
And we get to see Mortal Kombat, although they're talking about the Mortal Kombat coming to the big screen, and yet nobody here pictured is actually any of the actors from the movie. It's like they just got a bunch of people in cosplay. They're just like, all right, can you people line up for a photo? Yay, thanks for being fans.
It would have been better than their damn movie anyway, so.
I know Goro here looks fierce as fuck.
Yeah, he's freaky.
Alright, and then what else? They have a little thing here on their,
Ooh, they have all the pinball games.
Yeah.
God, I want a real pinball machine like so bad.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind for your next birthday.
They had Demolition Man, which looks awesome. They have White Water. What? Popeye Saves the Earth? No.
Alright,
Okay.
Popeye saves the earth where?
that's the one I'm getting for your birthday.
The Fish Tales.
Fishtails.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting John for him. That's his present.
Oh,
Fish Tales.
and they
They
do
show
have
the-
pictures of the Mortal Kombat movie. Just Mike didn't read on
What pictures?
on
Where?
page 59.
No, it's he's saying those actors aren't from the movie.
Oh, they aren't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they have the picture of the
oh my
Revolution
God, the
X
Asian,
cabinet.
The Asian guy under Goro looks like he's giving like big friggin' duck face. Like I don't know, it's probably just the color here, but it
It's
looks like he's
his
giving up, like,
it's
fish lips
his
that are-
he has a mustache beard.
Fu Manchu goatee thing.
Yeah, but like the bottom lip just looks massive because of the shading in this picture.
Yeah.
It's like he's giving a bottom lip as big as his fist.
And Roger Sharp dubs Revolution X a remarkable game. It certainly looks cool. So I've played it.
Roger Sharp?
I don't know. So yeah, have this listen, but I played a fair bit of
All
that game.
those-
It's a pretty fun game. So, I mean, it's not great, but not terrible either.
It says
It has four
all
of
the
Aerosmith's
speech.
biggest hits.
All the speech and digitized video footage of Aerosmith was recorded at their Chicago studios. Features 4 of the biggest hits and blasts them out with his trademarked DCS sound system.
Well, you want to cut it here?
On the edge.
I think this is a good break point.
Yeah. Was there not a comic this time?
There's no comic.
Blue balling.
Oh,
Just leave Mike blue balling for the end of the week.
Yep. There's no comic, Mike.
That's right. Well, that's okay. We have instead a Secret of Mana special coming up next half of the episode. So we'll go ahead and end part 1 now. Thank you all for tuning in.
You gotta wait till Friday for Mike to blow his load.
Yep. So anything else you guys wanted to add?
Check out the Graveyard Shift at facebook.com/the Graveyard Shift Pod, or find Graveyard Shift on iTunes. It's the one with the cartoon skulls on a tombstone.
Just link it on our Facebook group.
Not everyone's going to be looking at the Facebook group.
No one's going to do what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Thanks for listening. I'm Ben.
I'm Mike.
And I'm John.
And now you're playing with power.
Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.